And that was without any Japanese station, pretty much. Trying to get 1,000 Jews, maybe put in 15 hours without working in one JA per band, just so I get the multiplier.
No, but you said you were going to get 1,000 at the end and you were running JA.
Yeah, so yeah.
So your confession.
So at the end, and yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much what happened. That's all the news. So, but anyway, when I get on the 890,
Back on the air.
Oh, on the air. When I get on the 890, I'll tell you one thing. I get unsolicited reports. What are you running? What are you doing with your audio? I'm using the Kenwood hand mic that you bought 30 and 40 years ago. Comes with the radio. And the only problem is when you squeeze it, it goes, it's got the plastic. So I want to tape it to a gooseneck and then just lie. And I'm telling them I'm running one of these, audio equalizers and a PR 781 mic and all that. But the thing gets unsolicited, beautiful audio and nice radio. So if anybody's considering radio in that category for whatever reason, I can highly recommend a TS890. There you go. Next to this is the KI section here. This is the N6 KIM next.
Nothing to report.
Well, say your name and your call. And all right, she's Joan N6 KIM. That's right. Jim K6ZH. So I did the CQ or not CQ, the ARL DX contest a little bit. I don't generally like that contest because it's U.S. against everybody else in the world, and when conditions are lousy, you spend up 10 minutes in a pileup trying to work a guy in Haiti or something. So it's just like, nah, I don't think so. But this year and last year are very different. Running Europeans on 10, 15, 20, and 40 at different times of the day, calling me in little old California. So that was fun. There was quite a remarkable opening a couple mornings ago on 12 meters, and I worked a 4X or 4Z5 ZW, I think, which was a new band country for me. And so it's good to be monitoring to sort of see what's going on. I mean, conditions on 10, 12, 15, 17 are so good now. And it's just, and 5 years from now, it ain't going to be there. So make hay while the sun shines. Well, we're going to Visalia. We can talk about Visalia tonight, Mom? Okay. Well, anyway, we're going to Visalia. So.
But AE6BH, not much to report. I haven't turned the radio on the last month due to kitchen remodeling and HVAC upgrading and plumbing and electricals and
Those are terrible excuses.
everything else.
Hi, it's Tom K7YMG, and as I said before, I finally got CW DXCC. I finally got the certificate. So that's completion of my award stuff. So now I'm just having fun playing FT8 or whatever. But I blew up part of my linear, so I got that back at Elcraft getting fixed. But otherwise, just having fun on the radio and working whoever I can work. It was a 500. Yeah, for some reason on 21 megahertz, it would go in default mode at 200 watts. And there's probably some carbon trail on the low pass filter. No. Thank you very much.
Mark KI6IT. I've been following the solar cycle, and it's an interesting point because in the solar propagation, it changes between the north to south hemisphere of the sun. And so now they're thinking that you can see that switch out. And so on 21 megahertz, which with the sunrise is a good frequency to listen to because it's dead and then it opens right away. And the lines between frequency are very close together. So I've been playing with that to see if I can pick up anything. But it's been a good, like you said, it's been really good propagation, and that makes it easier.
Steve, K6RSH. I haven't really done much this month because it's been a lot of stuff going on, but I did go to Yuma. And how many people here went to Yuma? Okay. For you that didn't come, who has been to Yuma before? Okay, so those of you that have been before, this one was half or maybe less than the previous times we've been. So it was smaller. They put it in a new building, really nice. The problem I saw was I like to do the swap meet. Enough said, not much there to play with. So inside where they had all the exhibitors and all, it was like maybe 50%. So I was called, yeah, and it was like a 50% to me, the whole thing around. But it was, if you get past that downward look, you know, still had fun there, still went to the conferences, you know, the little lessons and all, and trying to pick up one more tidbit how to make a wire antenna better. So anyway, it was a rainy and stormy getting there, and I went through a sandstorm out on the 80s going through the dunes area, and winds really picked up, but coming back, it was beautiful all the way. No.
Nobody will run it.
Nobody.
That's what I heard. Nobody wants to spend their time on it.
Okay. Yeah, I know there were short people there, fighting all the time.
Well, one of the things I did do is I asked the.
It's not the same with or without. You didn't turn it on?
Hello. So anyway, I asked one of the guys that was helping put it on, and he was kind of down. He kind of made the comment, "Well, I don't know if we're going to do it again." Yeah. So that's the negative I heard, but hopefully they got a positive. For selling shirts, they had all the wrong sizes. If you were 3 or 4X, they had your size. So they had a lot of leftover shirts.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Ray, WA6NVL. I went to Yuma. I'm going to be going to the DX Visalia thing with my wife. We always have fun at that. At Yuma, we had a good time because we were able to stay in the area that wasn't with all the other motorhomes out on the tarmac, so to speak. And they are doing some major upgrades out there. Yuma is at the fairgrounds are putting in RV connections. So they were digging all the trenches. Those will be on the north side by the rodeo area. So they're going to be putting in power, sewer, water, everything like they used to have. Well, they didn't have that full hookups. They just had electricity before, but they'll have full hookups and making an RV park because the city knows that building that we were all in was an $8 million investment by the city. And this fair that they just had was paid for by ARRL from a grant. So this whole convention that was put on, ARRL sponsored it because they really wanted to try to get the word out to get people to come back. So we will see when we go to the DX convention. I'm sure some of the ARRL people will be there. I'll thank them there personally, you know, for them doing that. And we'll see if they'll help us out or if maybe something like ARDC or another one of the big guys that can help out on grants also. That'd be great also, because it's the only thing we've got for that Southern California, other than the Big Bear thing that's coming up. So we've got the Big Bear coming up in April, and that's it was called a ham, whatever it was there, but Big Bear's got a new one coming up also. Hamskate, that's what it was. And that is coming up. So there you go, Don.
Yeah, Don M6 PTF. Really don't have anything to report this month. Other than that, that's it.
I'm Quinn KI6LAT. Nothing going on with me. Still setting up my shack. I have my application here for membership as well. So I'll talk to you about that. Yes. Thank you.
Tom N6JOJ. Just playing around on FT8. And Maldives is supposed to be out there starting today, but they weren't anywhere on the bands today. I looked all over.
and they're there till the 6th or 7th of March. So hopefully, 8Q, and that'd be an all-time new one for me. So I'm looking for them. All these.
Noel AG6K.
Go ahead.
Noel AG6KA went to Yuma, got some gift certificates, getting ready to put up a hex beam. That's all.
Oh, cool. I'm Lou, KW6Q, just back from Boise, and cold up there, by the way, but doing taxes, which, but it does show the advantage of FT8. I can do taxes and FT8 at the same time. It's kind of fun.
I'm Bob W6ACU, and I guess thanks a little bit to Lou here. I've got the Nigerian the expedition on 2 bands now, still looking for Christmas Island, and this Maldives thing I'll be looking for.
Michael, KB60. Interestingly enough, Dennis, getting really, really good audio reports with that Kenwood HM20 hand mic that's like 20 years old. And Jim's right. 10 meters has been completely on fire. I was on yesterday and JAs were just booming in. And it's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, right? You're trying to be considerate as to how long the QSO is, but you don't necessarily know what their agenda is. One guy comes on and he wants to keep talking, and I feel bad because I know there's other people that want to talk to him, but he just keeps asking me questions. So I'm answering his questions, but then another guy comes on. It's like, oh, hello, my name's Masa. Nice to meet you, 73. So the Japanese have perfected the being considerate, but also having the quickest QSO possible. Yeah. Yeah, they give you.
There's only 2 that are like, the values, and they're really hard to get. But, I actually looked at FFNA grids for a brief moment because there were 20 of them. Forget it. 80 or something.
All right. Tom, W0NI. Well, after 61 years in ham radio, I'm finally getting around to spending some quality time on the radio. Thanks to Dennis's station out in Ramona. I'm remoting into that. So it's working great. And of course, the bands are fantastic. 10 meters is just on fire, as Michael said, and working the Europeans. And the other thing I've discovered, you guys have probably all done this is many times, is Gray Line, which is just a great mode, something really interesting. And I've come upon a group of guys that get on 40 meters in the morning and at night. And there's only maybe 5, 6 of these fellows. They're all on the West Coast, big antennas, and they kind of host the whole thing, and they brought me into it. So I'm enjoying that, and it's quite a phenomenon, Gray Line. So Dennis's station, thank you very much, Dennis, and Cliffside. I do remote into with a K3 Mini. Thank you so much. I got to put you in my will, Dennis, for putting me on the station out there. I'm just having a ball with it. With a K3 Mini. Okay. Yeah, contesting. Good. Cool. Cool. Well, weekends are girlfriend weekend for me. So I answer to a higher authority. We all answer to a higher authority, right? Yes, true.
That is totally true.
Howard, KY6LA. My cables on my antennas are all still shredded. However, about 2 weeks ago, I noticed something really strange. So I went on one of the bands and I clicked onto my stepper, and suddenly I'm hearing the world. So I said, like, what the hell? The shredded cables come back. So I turned the tower around, looked around. I'm hearing everything. So I go to load up. Bang!
Hi, this is Steve, KE6FE, and the last couple of weeks have been very productive for me. I worked the Nigerian group on 5 bands, but here's the thing. I requested it through OQRS and put a big donation in, and in 24 hours, I got confirmation. So, hey, listen, they deserve it, honestly. They're doing a great job, I think. Also got Mally on 2 bands. And then I am frustrated in that I need 2 states on 80 meters for 5-band WAS. One is South Dakota, where apparently there are no hams in South Dakota, at least operating on 80 meters. And the second one is New Mexico. And the frustrating thing about New Mexico is the guy refuses to KATE, won't QSL. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's really, yeah, every now and then in this hobby, I think you kind of fall into disinterest. And this certainly has spiked my interest significantly. Thank you.
What modes are you doing?
Combination of sideband and FT8. The FT8 is interesting because I'm working signal levels that are minus 22 dB, and you still make a valid contact with an RR73 at the end. And that's something it's hard to do.
Yeah, CW would not be heard.
Okay, we'll go to the online people. Steve, I see that you got our notice, so it's over to you.
Yeah, thanks. Good day, everybody, and appreciate joining in. And Jim and Joan, nice to see you especially. They both visited the shack here, so it's nice to have eyeball visitors online here. That's good. And Tom, I wanted to say I used to be in the meetings years ago, and you haven't aged a day. You look exactly like you did probably 20 years ago. That was good. And Howard, I haven't seen you on here, and I was in the club during the heydays of your fame, so it's nice to see you're still at it there, you know. The conditions are interesting. You guys are raving about 10 meters, and during the ARRL contest, I hardly heard the North America at all on 10. There was a few signals in there. It was very weak. But where we are down under here, Europe was just pounding in. So it's really interesting. I would have thought with the flux numbers and the indexes that things would be open all the time, but it gets hot and then it gets cold even nowadays. In the contest there, I worked Glenn K6NA and CW, and I said, "Hi, Glenn," with 2 N's. And he typed back, "Hi, Steve." So I know it was Glenn. And when I worked K6NI, I said, "Hi, Dennis," and it answered, "Hi, Steve." So it must have been actually Dennis at the keyboard there. So it's nice for me to contact guys at home, friends at home. Not much more to say. Thanks for letting me join in. And I really wanted to hear the W3LPL meeting, and I know you'll get that rescheduled. So I'll look forward to that. All the best.
Take care, and we all were looking forward to that, but we'll reschedule. Ed, how are things with you? Unmute. Unmuted.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, good evening to everybody. A lot of contest activity here about every weekend. I'm doing something, and back in the ARL DX CW. I work 2 new countries, and this coming weekend, Friday and Saturday, and probably most of part of Sunday, I'm working the DX international DX sideband. I generally don't do the sideband, but I have an opportunity to go to Kilo 3 Papa Alpha. His station is about 50 miles west of me, and he's got a couple of big towers and runs the KW and stuff like that. So going to try that, and I'll be under my call sign, but I'll be in the state of Kansas because it's like I say, it's just about 50 miles west of me. Other than that, just staying active, doing CWTs, and I, because of the little bit of delay here on the program, I still was able to get a few contacts on CWT here tonight. So staying active and say good evening to everybody. Thanks for the opportunity.
Great. Stay well, and thanks for stopping by. Bill, N6RV, and Bill, I wonder if you could comment about Discoid and whether this is something that this club could join in on the Guns Discoid site.
Hi, yeah, this is Bill N6RV. Nice to be here. Can you hear me first?
Yeah, yes, loud and clear.
Okay, yeah. Yes, the Discord server. I guess you guys get the Southern California DX News Club newsletter. Yeah, the Discord server is available to anybody that anybody actually that wants to get on it. The person to contact is Bill Shell, N6WS. He's the host of the Discord. Discord, if you haven't been on a Discord server, it allows you to share files. And you have a chat room, several chat rooms actually. You have an audio interface. You can call people on it. We don't use it that much. We usually use just text messaging, and we make announcements to each other up and down the coast of who's working what. And it's a pretty good tool. I think as far as if you look at Club Log and the people in Southern California that are chasing DX, or people on Discord that are chasing DX, actually, they're among the top in the world right now. They're really going at it. N6RW, and you probably know Larry K6RO. He's down in what's the place? Oh, next to Vista, Fallbrook. Yeah, he's in Fallbrook. And hi, Tom, OJ. I haven't seen you in a while. So, anyways, other than that, I'm on the air every day. Got 194, I think, 196 work for this year. Operated the CW contest. I had cataract surgery on the Wednesday before CW contest. Didn't think I was going to make it, and my eyes were fine. It's amazing. That's an amazing surgery. I don't know if anybody's had it. I'm sure somebody here, we're all that age. Anyway, so the I made about 1,900 QSOs. Had a great time, and the bands were really smoking hot. I was calling CQ, and I had an XU station call me, and I haven't heard an XU station like in 4 or 5 years. That was a lot of fun. Other than that, just hanging out, and the Southern California DS Club has morphed into an association. It's no longer a 501c7. It's basically just a loosely knit group of people that hang out, and that's basically it. We're trying to keep it alive in that manner, as far, and have infrequent get-togethers at restaurants and stuff like that, and that's what we're doing. I'm still doing the newsletter. I'll probably have one out in 3 days or so, and that's it. Okay, that's it.
Great. Thanks very much for stopping by, and stay well. Good luck in the contest also. Ron, how are things in Virginia?
Okay, Ron in Fairfax City, and I'm 32 miles southwest of Frank. My club, the Vienna Wireless Society, we go visit his shack almost every year, and it is unbelievable to see, by the way. DX has been good. I'm sitting at 330. I need one more to be on the honor roll, and I spent like 62 years getting this far, but we'll see how long it takes to get to get up. I'm waiting for Beauvais. I did work Beauvais back in the late 80s, and it came back not in log. I know we've all had things like that happen to us. And that's all I got. I'll see you all next month.
Great. Well, take care and thank you for stopping by. Brian, how are things in Texas?
Well, greetings, all y'all from Texas. I'm about 30 miles southeast of Dallas. If you want to know where I'm at, a little town called Forney. I haven't been able to do any radio stuff other than UHF, VHF. All my antenna stuff and everything came back from California here last week, and it was all in the back of a trailer. So I'm going to try to throw up a NFED half wave here, 40 through 10, and try to get active here again in the next month or so. But other than that, the move is was taking everything down, stacking everything away, and then now I'm trying to get it some of it put back up. So I haven't been very radio active as I had been, and that's about it.
Great. Well, good luck, and hopefully you'll be on the air soon. I just have a couple of announcements. This Discoid, I think we'll put something in the newsletter next month. I'll contact Bill Shell and ask if I can paraphrase his thing from the Southern California DX newsletter about the Discoid, and it might be a good way to clue everybody in as to what's being worked from the West Coast rather than any of the other spotting networks. Also, this weekend is the ARRL DX sideband contest. And as I understand it, if you submit your log and the other station submits their log, that will count for DXCC. Is that correct? That your contacts from the ARRL DX contest? So I think it's an easy way to get DXCC in a weekend or finish up your DXCC if you're close. So that might be something to consider. We also, Bob, oh, is Quinn still here or did he leave?
He left with the
Oh, okay. We were going to get Quinn's application. We'll pick it up next time. Okay.
Get his money.
Okay. And I guess that's it for the online people. We have some giveaways here, and I'll turn it over to Bud.
Yeah, everybody.
We have to have somebody.
Yeah, we're just
We didn't collect it. Next month.
You want to? We'll do it next month then. Yeah.
We didn't collect names. No. Yeah. No.
Anyone have any other old or new business for the club? What's that? No.
Okay.
All right.
It is still the case, though. I found out, a couple of times recently, you can still have work a J file. And I haven't done that in years by design. But I wasn't aware that I was up at KL7RA for the KL7SB for CQ Worldwide CW last year, Alaska. And never ran out of JA.
No, you never would.
And it was like, okay, they're still it.
There used to be a million of them. It's now like 300.
Yeah, but there's a lot of these 20-watt guys in 15 meters.
Yeah.
And they're just.
And they send you cards.
Oh yeah, I know, and
I just wonder if since there's fewer of them, that they will buy as many new radios. And so there won't be as many users to amortize the radio cost. That may be a big hit.
Yeah.
Just thank God for the U.S. Air Force funding close radio.
Yeah.
Those fixtures used them.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Have a great week. Great rest of the week. Great rest of the week, and good luck in the DX contest. And I'm sorry we couldn't get Frank on, but we'll let you know when we reschedule him. All right. Thanks very much.
Good night, everyone.
See you again. Jerry, what else are-